You know, if you put a hole in one of your neighbor's windows and then tried to hide it, you'd get in real big trouble. Well, what if you burned down an area the size of the city of Paris, and then you tried to hide that you had anything to do with it? Big trouble for you, eh? But it might not be that way for the mayor of Los Angeles, Karen Bass. She's caught at last. At least that's what the newspapers are saying. Today we'll tell you why, even in California, she might be out, and now, without a doubt, under prosecution by the DOJ. Hello, folks. Hello, friends. Welcome back yet again. Helping you understand entertainment, keeping you ahead of the culture curve. It's what we do every single day. Drive-by journalists, get your jumbo pencils ready. We'll give you the headlines of tomorrow right away. As we dive in, click the like button, drop a comment. And folks, if you're not yet subscribed, we're working hard every day to earn said subscription from you. All right, they've been caught blue-handed this time, and this time the LA mayor, Karen Bass, just might be kicked on her butt. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass secretly altered the Palisades fire analysis to downplay Los Angeles' failures, and now it's out. First, they called them a natural disaster. They were not. They're the cause of arson. They claimed that it was not their fault while they were out of town partying, and there was no water. Turns out it is their fault. And now we're finding out that this scandal may be to the point that even in California, they get ousted. Maybe. Anna Young has this one, or maybe they'll run for president. You never know with these people. Embattled Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass secretly altered the official Palisades fire response report to downplay the failures made by the city and the fire department when the deadly blaze erupted, a new report said. Bass, after seeing an early draft of the after-action report, wanted key findings of the LA Fire Department's shortcomings scrubbed or watered down, and even warned then-interim Fire Chief Ronnie Villanueva the unedited conclusions could expose the city to legal liability. Bass was cautioned that the self-serving tweaks in the report was a bad idea that could torpedo her political career, but still withheld the working draft until changes were made, insiders told The Times.
Oh, wow.
The official report released in October cut a section from the initial version exposing the LAFD's choice not to fully staff or pre-deploy all available crews despite forecasts of catastrophic winds because it didn't align with city policy. It instead commended department brass for going above and beyond with a standard pre-deployment matrix, despite the fire leveling over 16,000 homes and structures, causing $150 billion in damages and killing 12 people. 12 people died. Bass has repeatedly denied having anything to do with it, the edits, but the sources claim it's a lie. Quote, the mayor didn't tell the truth when she said she had nothing to do with the changing report. It remains unclear whether Villanueva or the other LAPD officials made any edits at her discretion or direction. In a statement to the Post Wednesday, the mayor's office continued to deny that Bass and her staff made any changes to the drafts, but this is getting very, very ugly. If it turns out that she, Karen Bass, edited the results of the investigation into what happened with these fires, which burned down an area the size of the city of Paris, destroyed many, many homes, only seven of which have been rebuilt, then I truly do believe it's time for Karen Bass to face perhaps prosecution. Panel, your thoughts on this one? This is ugly, it's nasty, and even in California, this might be the kind of thing that gets her ousted. You just can't do this. This is crazy. People died. Your thoughts?
I think before and after the event, Karen Bass is incapable of watering anything down.
Oh, Jonas, you're just too good at it. You're just too good.
That's another joke you see coming.
Culture, your go with it.
Look, if this affected at any level, or if this information were provided to the federal government, it is part of any requirement, or let's say any federal land was actually damaged due to this irresponsibility, I think at that point it could end up, with her being prosecuted for something. But right now, in the state of California, as blue as that particular state is, who do you think would go after her? Do you think Gavin's going to push an AG to go after her and prosecute her for her not just poor management and poor leadership, but for any kind of criminal wrongdoing, for a fraud? I mean, there's a lot of other words we could use, but those are two powerful ones.
I'm going to say that Karen Bass is really a fan of Billie Eilish right now, because Billie Eilish and the stupid stuff that she said, she's got the news crews outside of her gates on her stolen land, $14 million mansion. And that's at least pulling some of the attention off of Karen Bass. But I really do think that the DOJ needs to start investigating this seriously. I mean, we're talking about levels of devastation that it's unfathomable. And if these people, by more than incompetence, either caused it, allowed it, or changed the findings from it, I think it's time for actual charges to come down from the feds. And these people need to face the full justice of the U.S. system against them if they had any part in the death and destruction of so much, which is, by the way, wiped out California in ways that, I mean, California is losing people in a massive exodus. The Hollywood entertainment industry there is unraveling. And these people have played a part in all of it. And if they were part of death and loss of massive property, that is incredibly bad. And they should face what average real people should face. Any disagreements, everybody?
They absolutely should. And here's the thing, you know, California, for as much as we might talk about how bad the government has turned there, a lot of good people. There's still a lot of good people. A lot of good people lost their homes in this. I know that there were during this time, there were even celebrities that were out in front of their houses trying to help other people get out of the way. We have people that I know watch the show that were affected by this personally. It was huge. This is a huge thing. And she, if I remember correctly, she wasn't even around when it happened. And she came back later, and it just feels like she's taking zero responsibility for this. Yeah. But even worse than that, she's trying to cover up the fact that she is taking zero responsibility for it. It's making it far worse than it ever should be. If it's, look, whatever is bad on her job, what she did, just lay it all out there, because if we find out the opposite, something absolutely needs to happen. She needs to be removed from office. I don't understand how the citizens of Los Angeles will tolerate this. Why? You would think that they would be in an uproar and trying to get her removed from office as quickly as possible.
The wild thing of this is she probably has immunity. Probably has immunity when she's acting as the mayor. And so it's really hard when you're going up against a government official to take them down or to file a lawsuit against them or anything like that. But if there's a cover-up, if she actually covered this up, if she altered the findings of the files and the report, suddenly she might be out in the open in a way that she wasn't before. It's amazing to me the hubris these people have. They will actually go so far sometimes that they step outside of their own government-provided immunity as being part of their mayoral or governmental oversight role, and they will do things that open the doors to prosecutors. If our DOJ could be so brave and so competent, we'll see, because that remains to be seen whether they can do it. Panel, final thoughts. Jonas, you've only thrown in one watered-down joke. I will give it to you, and we'll try to soak up the wisdom you can provide.
Well, in the United States and in everywhere in general, the biggest issue that keeps coming up in polling is that no one is a fan of two-tiered justice. When we look at the vaccination situation, when we look at the island guy, when we look at the immigration issues and the fraud in Minnesota, everyone is really sick of there being some level of elite that seems to see no consequence, and then the rest of us having consequences for things that are, in fact, rights that every human being in the every citizen in the United States, let me be very clear about that, are afforded. So I think this is something where California is not interested in fixing this. I think we can all understand why the government of California, I should say, is not interested in this. And it would probably be politically very good for whoever's in charge of the federal government to go after anything that gives the appearance of a two-tiered system of justice.
Folks, we'll wrap it up with this, a clip from the John Cobalt show. It's off of KFI AM 640. Here's what he says in response to these new allegations and revelations regarding Karen Bass and the burning down of an area of the city of the size of the city of Paris in Los Angeles.
She hired Kristen Crowley, or retained her. She hired Janice Quinones, Bass herself, the three of them. Three of the most incompetent, destructively incompetent people you'll ever have in government. And then they promised, oh no, the after action report. That's how they dodged all the questions for most of last year. After action report, after action report. We're going to find out, we're going to find out. And then she gets it and changes it and then lies about it.
There you go. That's how the game works sometimes. Folks, we'll keep our eye on it. We won't let them get away with it because this affects entertainment and the industry in ways that it's almost hard to even describe. They wiped out Los Angeles. They wiped out SoCal. And now they don't want to hear a single thing about it. They want to get away scot-free. As ever, folks, we endeavor to have a good time here on the Pro Channel. And I have to say that spending time with you, talking about things that truly matter, like the stories that shape our lives and our culture, well, it is the ride of a lifetime to steal from Bob Iger. And that's the only thing we'll steal from Bob because he has great security around his yacht. Folks, as we get ready to say goodbye, consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it, and stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment right on down below. Let us know your thoughts. We would love to hear from you. And folks, worry not, for more content is still on the way. 3 or 4 times a day. Let's do 4. I think that's better. And you know what? Don't forget that the Pro Show is live Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Eastern. You can also join us for our friends on That Park Place, our partner program. We have a good time there too. Folks, until the next time we get the opportunity to have a good time with you, keep learning, keep growing, and as ever, keep having fun.